Hi there, it's Roxana with Garden of Herbs, and today we're going to be talking about indoor gardening or planting your seeds early and getting ready for your seeds that you want to start before your early spring planting. And today I have already gotten started with sanitizing your soil. I've got some seed starting mix, which I like to always use potting soil. I don't like to start with anything but something that you can buy, like organic seed starting mix. Potting mix is great. Sometimes you need to, I put it in a tub. I'm here in my garage. I don't like to go outside and do this simply because if you have somewhere in your home where you can sweep up like some dirt that gets on, in your garage, you can sweep up any kind of mess that you might make. Or if you have a greenhouse, that's great because you can always sweep up. I don't have a greenhouse yet, but someplace that if you do make a mess, it's certainly going to be okay. You can clean up your mess. But the best results that I like, it's gone up a little bit. It used to be like $3 for a bag like this, but now it's kind of gone up a little bit like everything else. But this right here has some coconut coir in it. It's got peat moss, vermiculite, and this right here is going to help everything drain really good. But what I do to kind of make sure that there's not going to be any kind of little bugs growing, and even though that you buy it in a bag, you may say to yourself, oh, it's going to be great. I just boil some water, and it's going to do two things. It's going to keep any because it may stay in there for a long time, and it's you're thinking, well, it's already sanitized. Well, sometimes little eggs hatch, and excuse me, what you're doing by putting the hot water in there, some people put it in the oven to kill any gnats, eggs, but what I do is to pre-moisten it, I am boiling the water, which will kill any eggs. And of course I don't stick my hand right in there, that's why I use like a wooden spoon, and then that will help you to pre-moisten your soil. And then I get my little cells. The 72 count is what I use. You can use 6, and these are really small, so if you want to use bigger ones, that's perfectly fine. And then of course I always have something that's going to catch my water, which is this, so that you're watering from the bottom up. And I simply order these off of Amazon. And then a good guide for me, I'm here in the Texas Panhandle. For years, I just kind of just went on the internet, and for me in my local area, my last frost date, you always want to check and make sure you get your last frost date. We have a pretty long, I think anyway, it varies from year to year, but we have like 170 to 180 days. Most generally, sometimes it gets even longer than that. But this year it's going to be around the end of April, and sometimes we get fooled. It can be, we can get snow sometimes in April. So we have to be prepared and we have to be ready. Sometimes we get fooled by Mother Nature. But last year in November, we were getting temperatures around 70 and 80. So, but we do have to kind of go by what it is predicted, and then we kind of go by that, But we do plan, and so this year it looks like around October 30th is going to be our last where we need to get everything out of the garden and get ready prepping our food for the winter. So this is like a guide that I started using about 5 or 6 years ago. It's called Clyde's Garden Planner, and you can go on his website and just type in Clyde's, CLYDES Garden Planner, and I think these, I got 5 for, I don't know if they were $1 each. I haven't checked, but I know they've probably gone up. I don't know, but they used to just cost me like hardly anything. But like I said, it's been 5 years. But on here, the reason I really like these is because it'll tell you like what to sow early. It's got like a little thing down here at the bottom, like your soil temperature, what to sow early, what not to sow early, what to sow after spring. Your soil temperature is really important, and I won't go into everything, but it does kind of help me what to sow indoors and what to wait until after spring. And it's really kind of helped me like in the last 5 years. And you know, you can bet, like, if you're going to be doing anything like root crops or anything like that, it's going to fail, because those are the things that you really want to wait until after you can grow it right into the ground. So I have had some good luck with some things, and I've been gardening for like 20 years, and I've skipped some years, but I sure don't want to skip the next well, the years coming up, because our food is really getting scarce, and our food prices, well, it's just astronomical. I mean, so I really am trying to do this video to help people out, and I'm also going to do a couple more videos because it's really important that we get very specific on how to help other people who are thinking about gardening, who are trying to do this for the first time. And before, I would just try to do it like helping people do it the cheap way out, and I'm still trying to do that. I mean, it's always good to save yourself money, but it's right now very critical to help people to do it inexpensive way. And if you are like me, you're going to the grocery store and you are trying to save money, growing your own food is always going to save you money. It always has in the past, and it will today. The biggest thing that you're going to find is educating yourself, taking the time to educate yourself on what to grow and when to grow it and how to grow it. And you know, education is always going to take you a little time slowing down. And these days, and in this time and this day and age that we live in, you just are going to have to take a little bit of extra time. And I think that's what this is all about, taking a little bit of extra time. So this right now, just spending a little bit of money. You can use old milk cartons, wash them out really good and certainly cut the tops off, or just leave the tops on and use those. You don't have to spend money on this. Or you can use your egg cartons. You can use whatever you have. Yogurt containers, I've always said that for years. But I use this, and today we're just gonna be, for my area, we're gonna be planting some peas, some spinach, some cauliflower. I'm leaving my radishes out because that's a root vegetable. Broccoli, lettuce, carrots is another one we're leaving out, but I will be planting that shortly. And some onions, and let's see, I think that's about all. But cauliflower I did last year, and I have already pre-moistened my dirt. And these cells right here, and I plant quite a bit, because last year when I planted, I did not plant enough. I mean, we got started getting some good cauliflower, and I didn't take it in, and I didn't take the ones that I wanted to like ferment, and I didn't take enough in. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I don't really know what to do with all this cauliflower. And so I'm going to be doing some different things with my cauliflower that I get going. So I'm planting about 2 seeds per cell, and I'm not going to be doing like I did last year, because I'm going to be making more room for this cauliflower that I've got going on. And I think I put too many seeds in that one. But the thing that I'm going to be doing with this cauliflower this year is I'm going to be fermenting it and taking it, and I'm going to be freezing this cauliflower. And I'm also going to be canning it. I did not know that you could can cauliflower, but this year I'm going to be trying to can it, and I'm going to ferment it. I knew that you could ferment it, but I was just overwhelmed. I got overwhelmed last year, and so this year that's what I'm going to do. So I've got some little, you always, when you're sowing your seeds, you always want to make sure you label everything, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure we label. I've got most of this where I am knowing exactly what you want to make really. That's my dog, he's outside. We got some snow this morning, and so that's all of the cauliflower. Planted about twice the amount that I did last year. Last year I hardly planted any, and my broccoli, I was just really like, I did not plant but maybe 6 the whole entire time. So let me find my broccoli and my cauliflower, and then we'll move on and get the yeah, if I can find it. I know I made there it is. Okay, so right there, yeah. So you want to make sure to water from the bottom. In the first week until it's fully germinated, I don't really worry about a sun lamp or even getting it near the window or anything, because really these seeds are trying to get, you want to keep them wet, of course, or moistened. And then what you're doing next is you're trying to make sure that your seed doesn't get dried out. And then I have like one of those LED lights. I don't have like a specific sun, or I don't put it on a warming mat or anything like that. I just keep it in my house near the window, and of course I open my shade every morning, but it's not like really warm. I just keep it like right now. It snowed this morning, so I keep it in a room, keep it on a shelf, and I keep it near the window, where my temperature in my house is around 65 to 72. It varies sometimes. 68, it's between 65 and 68 is plenty warm. And when like I've got down here, this is toward the middle of February, and then in about 6 weeks these are going to get up pretty tall. And in 6 weeks, or toward the end of next month, which is going to be I could do it toward March, and then at the end of March, or even the beginning of April, if it's really nice outside, you want to get them acclimated to the sun, and you can start with these. they're cool weather crops. And you can, like, I had made myself, it's a raised bed, and I had like a shade cloth over it to protect it from other types of, if it happened to snow again before the end of April, I can move them out into my raised bed, and I protect them from any other kind of creatures, or the birds or anything like that. But I did really well. I took them out there in I believe it was before the end of the last frost, and they did great. Sometimes the leaves would get a little bit of, because the cabbages, I mean not the cabbages, but the broccoli and the cauliflower is not going to form yet, but they transferred great. And then also my lettuce. So my lettuce is something else that I'm going to be planting. My peas, I'm going to be doing peas, I'm going to be doing turnips, I'm going to be doing collard greens. I got some free seeds. Red Russian, it's a thank you gift from Baker Creek. I actually got this last year and just never planted it. I just forgot about it, but I'm going to be doing that. Kale, I love kale. I'm going to be doing spinach, and this is the rest of my broccoli, so I'm going to be planting my broccoli now. And I'm going to be doing twice the amount of broccoli. It's just me and my husband, but we just love cruciferous vegetables. We love greens, all kinds of greens. So that's what we're going to be doing. And if you would, leave me a comment down in the comment and let me know where you're from, and let me know what are the kind of things that you're going to be planting this year. And and tell me, where did you get your seeds? I got my seeds this year. I got some that I get mine from Baker Creek, and then I got I really am very excited about this new place. This new place that I got mine from. I've kind of been on this kick for the last couple of years of trying new lettuces. I really am so excited. Butternut squash, butternut lettuce, or let's see if I'm saying it right. Butter crunch lettuce. Love that, and I don't know if very many people like that. I know I love that lettuce, and I love a lot of varieties of lettuce. And for me, I really love and enjoy flavorful lettuces, and there's a lot of different people that love the different varieties, like spice. I like spicy herbs, and so to me, let me get this so that I don't. No, that's not it. Okay, there is a marker. Broccoli. Okay, let me get that. I don't want to get off in another hole. There is a lot of people, I love like the spicy oregano. I love oregano in itself, but sometimes it just kind of falls short from my expectation as far as the spiciness of it. And some people say, oh, that's too spicy. I can't stand it. I'm just one of those people. I love spiciness, and people say, well, that's too spicy for me. I can't take it. And my husband's one of those people. He just does not like spicy. And for me, bland food does not bother me. But sometimes, you just gotta have something. So when it's a little spicy, I love it. I love spicy food. And that to me, like these different, this is the name of the company. It is called, and I don't want to mess up the name of the company. They are called underwoodgardens.com, and they're called Tier Seeds. They're an heirloom garden seed company, and they got a lot of your regular seeds, you know, your squashes, your corn, your cabbage, and so forth and so on. But they have their seeds, like I wanted to get some holy basil, and they had holy basil. They had some unique seeds that medicinal and your regular table herbs, your garden herbs, you know, stuff like that. But the seeds and the packaging and like very explicit instructions on how to plant them and how to water, and they have a recipe section on their website. I encourage you, I mean, they have like, I really love their website. Like it says, you know, basil indoors, so 1/4 of an inch, you know, it tells you exactly. And then it says grow in the full sun, sandy soil, pinch to encourage branching. You know, they go into great detail in how you should plant it, how you should sow it, how you should grow it. And then it says, you know, basil is extremely sensitive to cold and dies at the time of the first frost, and how to cut it, how to keep it growing, and it just goes on and on and on. In this little bitty package, it tells you so much instruction. Then in the front, it tells you it's sweet, it's fragrant, it's clove-like flavor, aromatic leaves. It goes on and on and on. Then when you go on their website, it gives you so many recipes. It starts talking in great detail, which I love that. I'm an education person. I love reading and educating myself. I love educating others. I can't just express how much I think I'm falling in love with this company. And then there's other people who talk and share their recipes. So it's a great website. And you know, they're very inexpensive, I want to say, but not cheap. You know, there's a big difference. So I'm gonna really, and the lettuce area, which I'm just really into lettuce right now. I don't know why I go through that, you know, go through different things that I'm into. And they'll send you like this spicy green mix with our compliments. You know, if you order a certain amount from them, and after you, I don't know what I didn't pay attention, but I ordered a certain amount. I think I ordered over, I don't know what I ordered. I ordered over a certain amount, and so they send you free shipping. But anyway, I just really wanted to brag on them because they give you the certain amount of days how to germinate it, and each one is just really great. So, you know, I always have bragged on my Baker Creek, which is rareseeds.com, but you know, I'll pick up seeds from different places, but this one is my new favorite place. So I'm gonna try this Butter Crunch. It's called Bib Lettuce, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait. I just can't wait. This lettuce is probably gonna be, and then the spicy lettuce, oh my goodness, and it is a very, very small seed, so we want to be very careful with how we get it in there, and it'll probably not disappoint me. I'm believing that it's not going to disappoint me at all. And yes, I've got so many other lettuces to grow, so I'm not going to do but just 12 cells of this. And then I'm going to do some more on the other. Yeah, that's going to be perfect right there. Okay, so we are going to, I'm gonna leave that just right there. And then we're gonna grab the spicy mix. And so, this one is gonna be really good. I know I can just, spicy green mix, 30 to 60 days. Doesn't that sound great? And these are round, so they're gonna be a little bit different. And that is gonna be a lot of fun. I think that's plenty. Okay, so we want to make sure not to waste any of these seeds. Okay, I am going to finish this cell up by watering the bottom, and I didn't get my spray bottle out here, but I sometimes like to spray on the very top, which is regular good water, non-chlorine water. Some people don't say chlorine don't matter. I think that it does matter. You know, you got your rainwater out there, it rains on top of them. So maybe there is some difference, maybe there isn't, I don't know. I just think that, I just like the reverse osmosis water. But just to cut this kind of short, I'm going to go ahead and then after I get all this done and I put it up, I'm going to do another video in a couple of weeks on some green beans, some cucumbers, you know, and okra. And I'm probably going to try, so I have got some bigger fabric, doing some onions like in the bigger fabric tubs. And I'm going to be doing some more herbs in some bigger containers this year. And I'm going to try, I don't know if I'm going to get it all done, and try to get some things done in some wicking tubs. And I don't know if anybody has heard of wicking tubs, but anything I can do as I get older to make it easier on me, where I'm not down on my hands and knees, I'm going to try that. Maybe that will interest you. So come back and we'll do that. But I'm also, before I let you go, we're going to be doing another video on stratifying with a paper towel. And I've heard that stratifying is something that a lot of people don't know about, but it's been around for many years. I mean, I think that I learned about it, just, there's different ways to stratify your seeds, but I'm going to come back and do a video on that when I get finished here. So y'all stay tuned. Remember to like and comment. Let me know what you're doing for this year, 2022. And let me know if this helped you out, and let me know if there's something that you want to see. And remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just one of those people who loves to grow, and I'm an herbal person. I love herbs above everything else. But you know, let me know, comment and share. This is how my channel is going to grow, is if you share and comment and just say hi. You know, that's what I'm here for. Bye for now. This is Roxanna with Garden of Herbs.